Hello everyone, and this is Ragus96 here with another Nerf review. Today's review is on the Air Warriors Air Max Baron. The Baron is part of the Air Warriors Mega line, as in it fires their style Mega Darts, which is basically a normal Nerf Mega Dart, but with a suction tip. And they're blue instead of red. So there's the comparison there. Pretty much the same height there, so they are cross-compatible. So that is always a wonderful thing. So first off, we will start with the blaster, back to front back. It is a handgun, so there's no stock attachment. This is just the colored ABS plastic, no paint here, so we have the nice two-tone blue with the yellow pieces here. They are separate, and then the orange pieces for the priming handle, the trigger, a little piece back here, and then our two barrels. So with that being said, the handle. This handle is extremely small. How they get away with that, I don't know. You can kind of see where they have the ridges for fingers. But if you're a bigger person like myself, your fingers are not going to fit there. So you're kind of either going to have to throw a finger underneath or kind of throw a finger up on the side here and try and pull the trigger with your middle finger. A little awkward, but it's an awkward blaster. So moving on, nothing going on down here. You can kind of put your hand here. Kind of awkward to have your hand here on a single or on a kind of hand pistol like this. Kind of awkward, but what can you do? Up here, this is your priming mechanism. To prime, you can pull all the way back and release. Yeah, it has a freaking return spring. Absolutely love it. Don't have to worry about pushing it back forward. Maybe you're not getting it all the way. You don't got to worry about it. We got a freaking return spring. And then you just simply pull the trigger. The trigger pull on this is ridiculously awesome. I love the trigger pull. If it didn't have such a small handle, I might actually use it. And then to load the blaster, I'm going to throw one normal Mega and one of their darts in here. Prime, and I'll fire it. There's my barrels. Now see, we fired from the bottom one first, and then from the top one. Now, if you noticed what happened there, fired from the bottom and the top, this is a quote-unquote non-smart AR, smart AR, as they kind of call it. It is not the smart AR patent, and how it works is every time you fire, it switches barrels. So, say I put their Mega in there, and Nerf's Mega up at the top. If I go ahead and prime, the odds of me firing out of the top barrel are extremely slim. Now, what that does is that limits you to, if you can only load one Mega Dart, and you don't remember what barrel you just fired out of. So I just fired out of the bottom one, so naturally the top one's going to go next. So if I can only load one dart in the bottom barrel, what you're going to see here is it doesn't fire. There's a 50-50 chance of you forgetting which one you just fired out of. So now, by keeping this dart down here, repriming, now I'm going to fire that Mega. So that is a smart way to get around the smart AR system, but I also think it's a downfall to that. And I completely understand the way Hasbro does their patents. You're not going to be able to get around it. But I think that is a little bit of a downside. You could have just made it a shotgun blast. I think that would have been pretty cool. Or just a single shot would have been decent as well. But I think it's pretty cool that they tried, and that they, it definitely does its job properly, as long as you remember which barrel you just shot out of. Otherwise, it's a nice little blaster if you are into Mega. The Mega line, this is getting standard Mega performance. So you're up to par with the Big Shock and the Magnets, and that's just because of the way that these guys have been cranking out these blasters lately. Air Warriors has pretty much been dominating the feet per second as well as the distance in the Nerf playing field with the Sentinel, with the their fully auto one. I think completely outdoes the Rapid Strike. I'm trying to get my hands on one of those for a video for you guys. But yeah, that is the review on the Air Warriors Air Max Baron. Just gonna fire off these last 2 darts for you, and I'll see you guys next time. We had a dud there. What can you do?